What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. Slav back in the hot seat. We have got a transfer window update to bring to you today, and we've got some confirmed transfers, we've got some rumoured transfers. Let's get stuck into it. It's not going to be too much of a long video to give to you today, but let's start off with Giovanni Lo Celso, who's been confirmed as a Tottenham player today, as we've made the loan move permanent. What do you think about that one? Buzzing, absolutely amazing, isn't it? It makes the loss of Eriksen a bit
bittersweet.
Yeah, I mean, no one wanted to lose Eriksen, but I think the way that he did conduct himself over the last 6 months, last year, I think Lo Celso has been a breath of fresh air these last couple of games, and I think it's brilliant to see him tied down.
Obviously very happy with Lo Celso coming in. I think he's exactly what we need, a runner from mid, someone that can run with the ball from deep, someone that can get stuck in. He's sort of a bit similar to Eriksen in the way he can pick a pass, he can shoot, but he also works hard, he works his socks off. He's our Argentine, give him the ball and he will score every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Si senor.
Si senor. Let's move on to Christian Eriksen, because obviously, as everyone has seen, he's in Milan and he has been confirmed as an Inter Milan player for £17 million.
Rising to 20, I think it is.
Yeah, and not only that,
Super Daniel Levy.
Yeah, not only that, but they've arranged a pre-season friendly, which Tottenham get all the proceeds from, and also apparently that Ajax had a 10% fee for the deal, and Inter are paying that as well. So.
Super Daniel Levy.
Yeah, so Daniel Levy
managed to get 20 million and a free friend and an extra money friendly for a player out of contract in 3 months.
And also the sell-on fee from Ajax as well. We waived that, so Ajax still get their money, but Inter Milan are paying it. Do you have any messages for Christian Eriksen?
Thank you. Obviously, he gave us some great memories. Just to name a few: Madrid at home, Sheffield United away, that goal at the Etihad. The goal, that 35-yarder in the last minute at Selhurst Park, the third goal away at Swansea with the remarkable comeback, the
10
assist,
seconds at
10
Wembley.
seconds at Wembley, the assist for Dele against Chelsea in the semi-final, Juventus away, Swansea away, Norwich away a couple of weeks ago. Just to name a few of the moments. Obviously Hull, you remember that Hull goal?
Yeah.
The list is endless, really. A really special player, one of the best I've ever seen at Tottenham.
Didn't he score at the Emirates this year as well?
Yeah.
We didn't win, but...
Did score at the Emirates as well. Got a couple of great assists in the 2-0 win v Chelsea in the last year at the Lane as well. So, more positive than negative memories. A superb footballer, a joy to watch. Danish Prince.
The Danish Prince,
yeah,
exactly.
Sad to see him go.
It is sad to see him go. But
6 years of good service, and I think we got our money's worth.
So yeah, we wish Christian Eriksen all the best for everything he's done at Tottenham. But yeah, we hope you enjoy your time at Inter Milan. But yeah, I guess it was time to move on with obviously Giovanni Lo Celso.
I'm sure we'll see him again
the
soon.
New talisman at Spurs. But obviously, let's move on to Steven Bergvine. I brought you a video this morning saying that
I'm buzzing for this one.
He is in London and that Tottenham and PSV have agreed a fee. It looks to have moved on from there. But what I want to talk about is Van der Vaart.
30 million euros.
Yeah, 30 million euros.
In add-ons.
What I want to talk about is Van der Vaart's quotes about him, so to get us really excited about it. And the quote is should it all really happen, I believe that Bergvine will certainly be a great signing for Spurs. Obviously, he will have to adjust to the Premier League pace and ambience, but his speed, technique and strength will certainly add something to the Spurs game. Good luck, Stevie, and to my Spurs. So first of all,
beautifully.
Yeah. First of all, what do you make out of the Van der Vaart quotes, and what do you know about him already?
Van der Vaart quotes, obviously, I love Rafa. Rafa was one of my favourite players growing up. Positive quote. I don't know too much about Bergvine, but when you watch some videos on him, the ball sort of just sticks to his foot. Really.
Yeah.
People can't get near him. He looks strong. He's built. It's got a bit of an Adama Traore build about him.
Yeah, he does. That's what I noticed straight away. Actually,
small, built, strong, direct, can shoot from 35 yards. So it's an exciting one. I think it's also quite nice that we're signing a winger that most people have at least heard of after our recent wingers that we've brought in, the likes of Nkudu and at least he's not got. At least it's not Bergvine.
What are you trying to say about Ndombele, mate?
No, he's a centre midfielder, so that's all right. So it's an exciting one. I think he'll add something different to our game. It means we don't have to rely so heavily on the likes of Son and Lucas performing every week. We can sort of change it up, which I think is something that we needed. You look at some of the top clubs who win trophies from Liverpool and Man City. They have Sterling, Bernardo, Sane, Mahrez. They've got different options in each position, so that if it's not going well, they can change it. Liverpool, Shaqiri, Salah, Mane, Minamino, Firmino, Origi. The list sort of goes on. Even at Arsenal, if it's not going well with Pepe, they have Reece Nelson, they have Martinelli. But all the clubs that want to finish in the top four, or into the Champions League places around Europe, need depth, and that's something I think we're doing. I think it's a pain. They said it was going to be a painful rebuild, and
that's
I think the rebuild is well and truly underway.
Are you feeling more positive about Spurs than you were maybe a month or two ago?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got roasted for my negativity. But I had the right to be negative.
Look, you did have the right to be negative, but it's just about how you articulate your negativity.
We were lethargic, we looked slow, we didn't look like at the time that we were going to sign anyone, we didn't look like we were making any steps forward, we still looked like we couldn't defend, and now all of a sudden, some of the deadwood has gone, some of the negativity,
and some injection of youth as well.
Some of the negative players in the squad are now out or on their way out or being phased out of the
just
group.
need Danny Rose to get out now.
And the likes of Lo Celso has stepped up. I think now Lo Celso's permanent deal is done, he can sort of have that weight off his shoulders.
Yeah.
And become a real player for us. So yeah, I definitely think the future's bright. I think next season we won't be back in a way. I think the year after we will be challenging, but I think it's stepping stones in the right direction, and I really am liking Jose's the way Jose is handling each situation and the players that he's bringing in.
I agree with you. I think the way he handled the Eriksen situation was a bit weird, in the way that he kept playing as we knew.
But I think he realised after that terrible Chelsea game that we sort of needed him. In a way that he wasn't going to create and be superb, but just someone to want the ball to feet and to try and keep the ball and to try and at least create something. I think we saw that especially in the Brighton game when we needed a win after that terrible Chelsea game, and it was his ball out to Aurier. Yeah. So I think,
and away at Norwich as well when he came on.
I think he handled it very well, Jose.
But what I do want to say is that it can't be more perfect timing for Lo Celso to come into form as Eriksen's leaving. It can't be more perfect. So. You've got to commend Jose. It could be luck, it could be Jose's training, I don't know. But
just before we move on to our final piece of information, Bergvine signs today, maybe tomorrow. Do you start him on Sunday?
It's interesting. It depends, I think, if we get in a striker or not. Because if we get in a striker, I imagine it'll be a striker with Lucas and Son on the wings. I think Bergvine maybe start him on the bench because he needs to acclimatise to the Premier League. He's not just going to hit the ground running, is he? So I think I think you bring him off the bench.
Let us know what you think. Should Steven Bergvine sign for Spurs before the weekend? Would you start him against the champions on the weekend? I think it's Sunday they go. Is it Sunday?
Sunday, 4:30 kickoff at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Thank you, Martin Tyler.
Let's move on to the final bit of information we have to you. Not many people know about this, but apparently Olivier Giroud's agent is on the way to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or Tottenham Hotspur training ground, Hotspur Way, as we speak.
He could hang on. Just to be clear, he might just be going for a coffee.
He might just be going for a coffee, but also he might be there to sign Olivier Giroud to Tottenham, because obviously everyone knows Tottenham are in the market for a target man. Willian Jose looks a bit dead at the moment. Piatek, nobody knows what's happening with that. Apparently Spurs weren't willing to meet AC Milan's valuation of Piatek. And now it looks like we could be moving on to looking at Olivier Giroud. Now, what do you make out of that?
It's interesting. So his agent is on his way to Hotspur Way as we speak, but that is all we know. We have a good source, and
the odds have dropped from 21-1 to 10-1 in the space of an hour since we've heard that news. So make of that what you will.
We don't know. We're the messengers here.
Exactly. Don't shoot the messengers.
Yeah. But I would take Giroud.
Would you take him?
I would. Imagine, ladies and gents. Imagine it's the end of April. There's 4 games to go. It's Tottenham v Arsenal. The winner goes into the Champions League. Giroud flicks it on at the near post in stoppage time to win it for us, and knee slides in front of the Arsenal fans.
But can you imagine that happens and he doesn't?
Would you take him then?
Yes, but can you imagine that happens and he doesn't celebrate against Arsenal? What would you do if
No,
a
I think he
Spurs
would,
player
because
doesn't celebrate
when
against
they
Arsenal?
won the Europa League, that video.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah,
he would. I think he definitely would. But we'll see. It's just something to keep an eye on.
Exactly.
Might
We're not.
happen,
We're
might
not
not. You
saying
never
it
know.
is happening.
It makes
we're not
sense
saying it's not happening.
It would make sense, but at the same time, it also wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, but let me know in the comment section below. Would you take Giroud until the end of the season? Would that be a smart signing for Spurs?
I said to Ben that if you look at the quality of attacking creativity around him, if you had Giroud up front with the likes of Bergvine, Son, Lucas, Dele, Lo Celso, and Ndombele, Jedson, Harry Winks, even all of these players, Lamela, all these players that can create. Giroud would get goals. He is a goal scorer. He's proven he can score goals in the Premier League. He's proven he can score them in the French national teams. He's a proven goal scorer. He's good in the air. He's good with he's got good feet.
All
for
the
a big
fans
man.
accept him though.
Well, we accepted William Gallas.
That's true.
So, and I feel like there's one more I'm forgetting.
I think William Gallas is the only one in recent history that's paid
We
for all
accepted
three.
Adebayor.
Adebayor as well.
And if you can accept
kind
Emmanuel
of.
Adebayor,
Kind of accepted Adebayor.
I did.
Yeah.
I loved Adebayor
Yeah. No, we did accept Adebayor until like the end of his career.
until he got sent off against Arsenal.
Yeah. But anyway, that is the update for you. So let me just scan through that again. Is Lo Celso confirmed, Eriksen confirmed to Inter, Bergvine in the advanced stages.
So I'm just waiting for confirmation on that one.
Yeah, and obviously Olivier Giroud, agent on the way to Hotspur Way as we
I do
speak.
think we will get a striker in.
I think so as
It
well.
will either be Giroud, Piatek, or someone I've never ever heard of,
Yeah.
or Glenn Murray.
Yeah, well,
And
anyway.
again, I heard you're available to the end of the season.
Yeah, I'm always available. So
Ben's
there you
got
go.
a fantastic goal scoring record of 1 goal in his 35 years. Of
I was
living.
actually top goal scorer of the last five-side tournament I ever played in. So
The players, all the other
Have
players
that.
were in wheelchairs.
have that. Anyway, like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me what you think of these transfers. And as always, come on, you Spurs.